I am Chukuma Okoro. This evening we are looking at the planned defection of Governor Umoh of the PDP, that's Akwa Ibom State Governor, to the All Progressives Congress. And the comment by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that the PDP and other parties are dead and are simply empty vessels left behind. Well, we are joined in the studio here by Barrister Darlington Agomo, a lawyer and political affairs analyst, to make sense of what is going on in the politics regarding the defection, the planned defection, and comments by Governor Umoh to his commissioners and political appointees. Either you join me to the All Progressives Congress or you resign. And our president saying that, look, the PDP and other opposition parties, including the planned coalition, the mega party planned by Obi, Atiku, and El-Rufai, that they are dead. More like dead on arrival. Good evening to you, Barrister, and thanks for joining me on Political Lens.
Yes, Mr. Cole, how are you doing?
I'm very well, and you, sir?
I'm okay.
Okay, now let's kick into it. The governor of Akwa Ibom State, Umoh, has directed all his commissioners and appointees to either defect with him to the All Progressives Congress, APC, or resign from their positions. Governor gave the directive during the State Executive Council meeting on Thursday, that's yesterday, confirming what has been circulating as rumors on social media for several weeks. It's no more news, that's I'm quoting Governor now, it's no more news that I am moving party. If you don't know that by now, I don't know what else you know, Governor said. He told the commissioners appointees that they are not obligated to join him to the APC, but can't allow them to remain in his cabinet while in another party. So we want our commissioners and members of ESCO's appointees. I am told that some of you are saying that you will not come. You are free, absolutely free not to join me, but you won't be in my State Executive Council. So you better just be prepared to resign the day I announce that I am moving, because you are an appointee and loyalty is to me. You can't be in my cabinet and play anti-party. It's not a threat. It is what it is. I wouldn't beg you to come. You should normally not even expect it, he told the appointees. The governor said that although he lost the PDP, he cannot guarantee a seamless election victory in the party due to its ongoing internal crisis. He said, I love the PDP. I want to stay in the PDP. But clearly, I don't have a roadmap to guarantee that I'll be able to have a smooth sail in the elections. Not because we won't win elections. In the state today, that's in this state of Akwa Ibom, with the work that all of us have done, even if we contest on a zero party, we will win this election. There is no doubt about that. We've worked very hard, but we know that at the national level, our party is not coming together. Every day, secretary this and secretary that. And so you take your form, they send it to INEC, and then you run all the elections. You perhaps win the elections, and just on technical ground, because the wrong person signed your form, you lose the election, the governor said. Barrister Darlington, what's your reaction to the news that Umoh has finally opened up on his planned defection to the APC? It was rumored before, but the horse himself has confirmed this with his mouth. Barrister, what's your broad reaction? Let's start from that.
My brother, this is a very sad story. Very, very sad story. It is now that we now know the caliber of men who claim to be leaders in the name of governors. I never knew that the governors in Nigeria, they cannot they cannot withstand pressure. They don't even have principles. Let's look at it this way. Abi?
Yes, I know.
Yes, he's threatening his commissioner. Leave all this in his saying that it's not a threat or whatever. For you to say such a thing, that is a threat, a direct threat. And this is anti-democratic. You don't do such a thing. If those commissioners, if I were them, they should sue that man to court. It's just that he's covered by immunity. You don't do such a thing.
Barrister, they are his appointees.
No, it's not enough. They are serving the states.
How does it constitute a threat? But he appointed them. He said that their loyalty is to him.
It is the constitutional provision of that state that you must appoint commissioner according to the local government of that state. Is that not true?
Correct.
So how is that his property? Whether he like it or not, he must appoint commissioners as stated in the constitution. So why is he now making it as if he's doing them a favor? He could not do the work alone. That is not possible. So in fact, he need the commissioner more than they need him. That's the truth. So that threat does not add up at all. In the first place, the ripple effect is what I'm thinking of here, Mr. Okoro.
Okay, the ripple effects of his defection.
Exactly, or what he said. That means, you know, we like to copy bad examples so much. That means every other governor now will see it as the norm. That when they appoint you now, you must do whatever he asks you to do, as if you came there to serve him.
Barrister, governors have always been at liberty to change their cabinet. So how does it constitute a threat?
It is because we have allowed it. Under normal circumstances, you should know, because that cabinet is not your property. It is we that are not getting these things right. It's not your personal property. The commissioners are serving the state. You are not the owner of the state. That is where it would have been, okay, yes, I'm the owner of this and everything you are doing is for me. No. The state is not a private property of any governor or president. That is where we got it wrong. The commissioners are serving their states. They are doing the work of the state. And the last time I checked, no governor owns any state.
Barrister, if the governor didn't appoint a commissioner, would the commissioner have the opportunity of serving as a commissioner in that state? Look, I want us to situate I want us to contextualize it within the ambit of loyalty. You know, I appointed you. You are loyal to me. You work for me. Without me, you wouldn't have been a commissioner. So it's either you join me to my party or you leave. Barrister, what is wrong in that?
Everything is wrong, because in the first place, the governor did not appoint himself. People elected him. Okay. So he too should be loyal to the people that appointed him.
Of course he is. Is he not?
He's not. I didn't hear when he consulted the PDP member that elected him that, look, I want to defect to APC. Did you people approve of it? He didn't do such a thing. So if you come to disloyalty, the governor is number one culprit here. And the governors are not even telling him that. I wish I were in that cabinet. I would tell him, Mr. Governor, did you consult the people that are elected you before you went to APC? Because your loyalty should be their priority. They are the ones that appointed you. Power belongs to them. Have you forgotten? Oh my God. These are things we should be telling these people every day. Everybody that got into power, he just behave as if the place belongs to him and he's a god all of a sudden. And we are not talking, nobody's saying anything. How long do you think this will continue, Mr. Okoro? How can a governor be talking like that?
Okay, but Barrister, let us say...
No, hold on. Okay. What I told you now, is that not true?
No, Barrister, you are the analyst now. That's your opinion.
Good.
A lot of people will disagree with you.
No, they cannot. They cannot, because that man was elected by the people, not appointed.
Okay.
His own is appointment. So the first loyalty should start from him. And we don't talk about this thing. We don't see it as normal.
When you say that his loyalty is to the people, has he done anything, that detracts from his loyalty being to the people?
In fact, he has committed the worst offense.
Which is
worst political offense. For you to abandon the people that elected you on a particular political platform.
Okay, Barrister. Yes. Now he cited reasons. He said that there's crisis at the national level of the party.
Let him solve the problem.
No, he's at the sub-national.
He's a member of PDP. What has he done to help to stop the problem in PDP? Rather, he is helping to aggravate it.
Barrister, should he be responsible for the problem of the party at the national level? The party has a national working committee. The party has a national executive committee. Should we hold Governor Umoh responsible for the problem at the national level?
He is part of the problem.
How is he part of the problem? And the man clearly said, look, if you come to Akwa Ibom State, the party doesn't have problem. And based on everything that we have done, it's going to be a smooth sell for us at the election. But assuming you collect a form, you win the election, you submit it to INEC, and somebody says, look, the person that signed your nomination form was not duly authorized to sign, and you have a problem. And in a fresh, that is just at the spur of the moment, you lose the election. And so he says, look, I'm trying to avoid all of that. That is why I'm jumping ship to the APC. Barrister, is there anything wrong in the reason?
No, that is not the solution to the problem. The APC is jumping into Misokro. You mean APC doesn't have a problem?
Do they have now?
They have
at the national level.
They have a
is
problem.
Is their secretaryship in contestation?
I said the
is the national chairmanship is in contestation?
The APC have a problem
because the problems are varied. From what he cited, do you disagree with him?
I did.
On what basis? Isn't there a problem within the PDP? Who is the national secretary of the PDP?
There is no party that doesn't
Barrister, who is the national secretary of the PDP as we speak?
Look, Ms. Okoro, do you say because you have a headache, you now cut off the head? Hold on. Do you say so?
Barrister, if you have a headache, you go to hospital. Now he has gone to hospital and his doctors advise him, better leave this party. Probably he got advice from his lawyers and all of that.
That was the wrong advice because one, every headache needs to be cured for that head to remain intact. If everybody begin to jump into APC, Ms. Okoro,
we will come into all of that.
Good. So what am I saying? I am saying that that's not the wrong excuse. That's not the right excuse to give to the people. In the first place, you should have consulted the people that elected you. That's the first thing you should have done. Now, if you are talking of loyalty, you can see the man that is talking of loyalty. He is the first, the worst violator of loyalty. And now you are now mandating your commissioners according to you. They are the commissioners of the states, not the commissioner of Umoh. That's the truth. So all those excuses, it doesn't add up. We should be telling these people that no, it doesn't add up. If there's a problem in your party, why not solve it? After all, APC have a problem now. Everybody is aware. It's just that because of the power of incumbency and because of federal power, they are using it to bully members to fall in line. That's the truth. Mr. Okoro, you saw the local government primary election they did in Lagos State. Did you not see what happened? That's not a problem, Abi. No, it's not a problem. You can see. But because of federal might, they have bullied everybody to keep quiet. Is that how to resolve a problem?
No, Barrister, I wanted us to skate around the issues raised by Umoh, which is that, look, the PDP has a problem at the national level. And I'm not sure anybody will take that away from them. The PDP has a problem. And the man cited, look, assuming you get a form, go through all the processes, and someone goes to court and says, look, the person who even signed their form was not authorized to do that, and you lose the election. But you seem to disagree with him.
There is no problem with that solution. Are you
Barrister, at the moment, they are not able to proffer a solution to their problem. We'll get into all of that because even the president said that, look, that PDP is dead. You know, that's coming from the president. We'll explore all of that and examine the consequences of the president's action. Now, let's move on. Now, do you feel that there is an element of coercion in another defection to the APC? I ask this because yesterday, the president said that more defections will happen in the coming days ahead of the 2027. Yeah. Do you think what is happening to him and what is happening to Fubara and in other places, I understand that Osun State Governor Adeleke is likely to port to APC. And the national chairman of the party, like the president, said, look, expect more defections in the coming days. Barrister, do you think that there are undercurrents, underlying influences pushing these people? You know, recall that at the PDP Governors Forum meeting, former governors and present governors, they held in Abuja sometime last week, I think 2 weeks ago, where Wike made an unannounced appearance. They asked Emmanuel Odom, where is Eno? And Emmanuel says, clearly that one is no longer part of us, he's now in the PDP. And when one asked him why, he said, because he is not sure that if he stays within the PDP, that his re-election will be guaranteed, which is what the man said yesterday. Barrister, do you think that there's some form of coercion? Are they pressured to?
You don't need to be told. With what Tinubu have just said, it is now clear that all the opposition party states are under threat. Let me tell you what happened. You know when this thing happened in Rivers State, the people didn't know that where these people are going. Because look at it yourself. They were accusing Fubara of all the crime on earth. Meanwhile, if you check it properly, this man was very innocent. But they wanted to use Rivers State as an example. They wanted to do an experiment with Rivers State. That if you don't agree with what they are doing, your state will come under emergency rule, state of emergency. And they have threatened all of them with it, either directly or indirectly. And no governor want to be like Fubara. And so, through backyard door, through underhand dealing, they have been inducing and coercing these governors. Somebody from Osun State told us that they are being promised all manner of things. Re-election, coming to the Senate, appointment, money, everything. And these governors are saying, look, my party, they cannot guarantee some of these things for me. So why don't I go where there is a certainty? And that was why they deliberately went after the opposition parties. Their leadership, they put them in asunder. Look at what Wike is doing in PDP. Look at what Wike is doing in PDP. And the Tinubu is supporting whatever. He just kept quiet as if he didn't know. What happened in Rivers is a good example. They can instigate the lawmakers to start impeaching their governors. Mr. Okoro, we are in a very desperate situation here. This is not what is called democracy. You know, when I told people that Tinubu is not what he claimed he is, people said that why? He fought for democracy. You can see how a Democrat is behaving, Mr. Okoro. You can see that ab initio, Tinubu deceived the whole Nigeria that he's a Democrat. He's an activist. You can see.
But he was, wasn't he? He was very active in Nadeco.
No.
He was very active in the opposition.
He wasn't. It's just that people didn't read meaning into what he was doing. It's like this thing that Showore is doing now. Pretending to be an activist. Meanwhile, you are working for somebody. You are working towards
Barrister, do you have evidence? Do you have evidence of what? To support that Showore is working for another person?
Really?
That he's not on the side of the people.
Are you serious? So why is he always attacking P2B? And left others?
No. Does that reduce his actions to not being an activist?
Because they are just allowed
him to... He's been calling for revolution. In the open.
Hold on. Mr. Okoro, if Ushowore is not being supported and allowed to do what he's doing by Tinubu, he would have been in jail by now because of what he has done so far. You and I know that. No other person would have done or said what Showore have done and still be walking about. What are you telling me? If you are doubting me, let somebody from the south try it now. They kept a seat for a governor of a state. You went there to go and sit down. They told you to get up that seat is for the governor. You said they should go and look for another seat for the governor. You mean can you do that and still be walking the street now? No, tell me. When he came back from London, who cleared him at the airport and gave him safe passage? This was somebody that had been declared wanted, though. Remember, is that not true? When he came at the airport, somebody made a phone call and told the officials there, look, let that man go. What does that tell you? How many other persons have they cleared like that?
Okay.
Mr. Okoro?
All right. Barrister, let's go back to the South and the Southeast. Now, first it was Sheri Oborowe, who left the PDP to the APC. Now, Umoh, it's a matter of days that he's going to declare his decampment from the PDP to the APC. The other day, Dave Umoh, he said that the 5 Southeast governors have endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the 2027 election and clearly asked Obi to perish his 2027 ambition and support. Don't join the league of former governors and current governors of the Southeast to support Tinubu's 2027 ambition. Now, let's look at Imo State. Imo State, if you go to the Southeast, Imo is already APC, Ebonyi is APC, Soludo has been supporting, he also endorsed the president. And in Abia State and Enugu State, there are speculations that Mba might jump. And Ben Carlo has been upbeat in saying, look, as number 6 person, I want my state to be governed by an APC governor. In all of this, is there any likelihood? Let's take away, the permutations or what the president and the national chairman of the party have said. If you put all the calculations together, do you think that Peter Mba and Alex Otti, one or both of them, will likely join the APC ahead of 2027?
Now, as it is now, I don't even know which one to believe or what is what. I don't want to even speculate among them. But let me tell you something, Mr. Okoro. Since Ede came to Oba, he said that since men have learned to shoot without aiming, he too have learned to fly without perching. Since the governor have decided to betray their own people, the people are waiting for them at the election, at the polling unit. Is that not true? Well, we are going to see. Because I know that Nigerians are listening to us. Some of us have been calling them out to be wiser now. If they were wise before, I want them to be wiser now. So that this nonsense will be put to rest. Is it not the people that do the voting? One Okowa went to the village, some part of Delta, to tell them that he defected to APC because of them or this and that. The women stoned him. Women in Delta, they stoned him. They stoned him to get away that APC have destroyed their life. Which APC? That is just one example of what is to come. They are not going to persuade the people to vote for APC. It's not possible. Because I know why this is happening, Mr. Okoro. It is because APC have failed. They have nothing to show. That's why they are using these underhand dealings to get people's support. Is that what you call democracy? So whether somebody is defecting or not, it doesn't matter. Tinubu told them to sweep all of them into APC. Are you serious? When it becomes too hot, even Tinubu will be scared of what is coming. They will not jump out because when the primary comes, Mr. Okoro, listen very well. The APC people that have been there before, you mean they will vacate their seats for these people that are jumping in now? No, tell me. Is it possible for them to vacate their seats and then allow the incoming people to come and take over? So when the primary come, an APC member that have been there with them from the beginning, you now ask him to go and keep quiet because there are new converts. Then the new convert will now take over APC. And you are telling me there will be peace there. No, what I'm telling you, it does not make sense to you. So I'm not even going to think about it. I know that there will be problem in APC. Just let the primary start. You now know what I'm talking. The one that's going on in Lagos has not been resolved. I hope you know that. That one is still pending. You have not resolved it. Your own house, so you claim it's your own vineyard. You have not resolved the problem there. I want to take over the whole Nigeria to come under you. My dear, I know what will happen. All these people that are claiming whatever, I know it will implode. Nigeria is not structured.
Barrister, talking about implosion, you see, we understand that the president is clearly a master strategist. When you raise the issue of all these promises, him not being able to fulfill it, Barrister, don't you think that there are enough positions to go around? And mind you, the moment Sherry Oborowei went into the APC in Delta State, automatically, by the way our politics is structured, he became the leader of the party in the state. And during the election, he has what you understand it, the first offer of refusal. It's only if he says, look, I'm not interested in contesting the governorship. That is when another person takes up the slot. So how would there be a problem?
It will be a problem because there is an APC person in that state already who have been doing all the works. Is that not true? There is somebody there. Whatever you are going to promise him, it cannot be more than what he wanted, and that is to be governor of a state. And now you say you should relax because somebody came in there now, and then you are going to make him a senator or a minister. Is that what the man wanted? He wanted to be governor, and he's going to put the spanner in the works when the primaries come, and he was not given that opportunity. Is that not what's going to happen? They are going to put spanner in the works. Quote me. Because Tinubu cannot manage all these people that he is trying to coerce into APC. He can't manage them. He can't manage them because human beings are the same all over the world. At a point, all of them will become a liability to him. Go and quote me. Tinubu is going to have a very big problem in his hands. He cannot, no amount of coercion will make them believe or fall in line with him. When 3 people are jostling for one position because of your promises, what do you think will happen? No, what do you think will happen? In that data now, what's his name? Ned Nwoko is there. Is that not true? The other man, I think Agege is there. Even
Festus
Keyamo is there. Oh yeah. So, and the new governor that have been converted into APC. Oh, really? So you mean during the primary, all of them will rally around the new person, Abi? That just came into APC. Listen very well, oh. He just came into APC, and these people have been there working with APC. And you want to shortchange them for what? They will torpedo it and say PDP Oya take over the state back. Yes, now. So that even Eno and whoever, they will not be there. Yes. Because I remember what happened in Imo State. When Obasanjo did the same deal with Ararume.
Okay.
Yes, Ararume, at the end of the day, disappointed Obasanjo. Obasanjo said, okay, since you don't want to play ball, I return the money I gave you. Ararume said, Oga, this kind of money, there is no receipt. Oh. There is no receipt, so I don't know the money you are talking about. Obasanjo said, really? In the dead of the night, in a turbulent weather, Obasanjo entered the plane from Asoro and said, yeah, a pilot. Pilot said, no, Mr. President, the weather is... He said, let us die there. He ran to Imo State under a turbulent weather and told the Imo people, Imo PDP, we don't have a governorship candidate in this state too. Just because of Ararume.
Okay, so do you think this current president can do a thing like that?
He will do more because after collecting all this money, they will not...
No, what I mean, can he stop? If he understands that a candidate is not fit for purpose, can he stop the person?
How can he do that when they are at the 11th hour? The man will equally try to play smart. They just want to collect the money that they are getting from him. At the end of the day, they are going to tell him, look, you are not my God. You are not my God.
Okay, so Barrister, before we leave this topic, you don't see, I want to think that the Southeast en masse is going to vote for Tinubu in 2027.
It can never happen. Look,
What Jules Okalu said, I'm working assiduously to ensure that Abia State votes Southeast. So, Hope votes Tinubu. Hope Uzodinma is there, APC. Winfrey is there, APC. Chukwuma Soludo has been supporting the president, APC.
It is not possible.
Anambra is neither here nor there. Nobody knows what will happen before 2027. So, is the side is also captured by the APC.
Mr. Okoro, you don't know the Igbo man, no. Okay. You know, the mistake these people are making is because they don't understand the people they are leading, they are supposed to be leading. The Igbo man is independent minded. Is that not a fact?
Okay.
Good. You cannot, lead him like a goat. So go and eat grass somewhere. He will tell you, no, that's not what I want. The Igbo man, I know. They are going to disappoint all these governors. Just wait. It's not that one that INEC will see somewhere and write vote for people like Hope Uzodinma and all that. No, it's going to be different. Remember what the North said. That is why I wanted their own to challenge Tinubu. Let me see how the North will allow Tinubu to rig election again. Because they have made it clear, if this election is rigged again, there will be no Nigeria. So let me see how any INEC chairman will go and rig election in favor of Tinubu. If that's what they are banking on, it can never happen. So in a free and fair election, the Igbo man will never vote Tinubu or APC. We did it to Buhari, we do it again to Tinubu. Because one, what do we have? What inheritance do we have in Tinubu? What is that thing? What single thing Tinubu have done for the Igbo man that will say, yes, this one.
In fact, I understand that there are lots of federal projects in the Southeast now initiated by the current president.
Initiated, Abi?
Yes. And undergoing.
Hold on. The Southeast Development Commission.
Okay, he's the one that signed it into law.
Listen very well. A lawmaker, or didn't you hear him, was challenging that why is it that all the other development commissions are working, but that of the East, not even money for any project there. And that of all the dams in Nigeria, it is that of Iho Dam that they were giving zero allocation. Did you not hear that in the House of Reps the other day? Did you not hear that? So what is that thing that will make you believe that Tinubu even have any regard for the Igbo man or Southeast? That will make me vote for him. Is that not a pointer? Look at all the or somewhere in the north. In fact, everything is southwest. Even the north are complaining. Is that not true? So, on what basis now will any Southeasterner vote for Tinubu? We are not talking of Nnamdi Kanu that is going into persecution, not even prosecution. Now look at it. If you check around. At least I wanted you to list those things that will make the Igbo man to vote for Tinubu. List it, now let us see it. Nothing. Mr. Okoro, nothing.
Now, Devuma, he says that the president is working.
He's working according to his own understanding.
In the Southeast. Several roads are being reconstructed in the southeast.
It's working because
the Enugu-Onitsha road, Enugu-Onitsha, yes, expressway.
Tell me any other place where they are not constructing road. Even how many roads in the southeast?
But in Abia State, the Arochukwu-Ohanfe road is a federal project. It's ongoing.
Yes, truly, it's ongoing, Abi. We are going to eat road.
I understand that Hope Uzodinma is also doing a lot of federal roads in Imo State.
Good, yes. All these things is work.
So and mind you, when you talk about the Southeast not voting or not voting for the president, Barrister, let's play a lot of realistic politics here. Those votes, do they really count? If you have 3 governors from the APC, don't you think they are able to influence the results of the people during the election?
No, that was then. I'm telling you.
This that time, was then.
This time
not
around,
now anymore.
with the reform of the electoral act, things are going to change. That's what I'm telling you, that all those things that we are hoping on before, it will no longer happen this time around because the people are not stupid. I just gave the example of what happened in Delta concerning Okowa. And you are telling me that even in River State, you mean APC will clear River State, Abi? After what they have done there. My brother, don't deceive yourself. Tinubu will be taught a lesson this time around. All those master whatever. You cannot use our money. Money that is used to do things. You are using it to pursue your own selfish political survival. Inducing people with money. Financial inducement. A lawmaker in Osun State released this thing. I was thinking somebody will challenge him up till now. Nobody has said anything. He said he's a lawmaker. He knows what is going on. People were giving, the House of Representatives are giving 1 billion naira for constituency project. That of the Senate, 2 billion naira for constituency project. Meanwhile, there is no project going on anywhere. No project going on anywhere. This money is for their own pocket. So you can see what is going on. All in the name of to go and get votes for Tinubu.
All right. Barrister, in the coming days, we will see what will happen. We'll see how many more governors will join the APC. Now, let's move on. Let's examine and interrogate the president's statement, because on Thursday, he described the opposition, including coalition movements, as dead, stressing that as currently composed, only empty vessels are left behind.
Good.
Well, as if mocking the opposition further, the president said he's optimistic about more defections to the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. He said that as many as are willing to join the APC fold are most welcome to the party. Well, he made this statement while delivering his address at the APC National Summit, themed Renewed Hope Agenda, the journey so far. According to him, the movement of party members is protected under the freedom of movement, as outlined in Section 41, subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. The president said this in reaction to the recent mass defections of some prominent political members, especially from the main opposition, the People's Democratic Party. Recall that in 2025, in April, Governor Sheri Oborowe, along with former Governor Ifeanyi Okowa and other top PDP officials, defected to the APC. The president's remarks came just as all 22 progressive governors, under the auspices of the Progressive Governors Forum, passed a vote of confidence in President Tinubu and endorsed him for 2027. Also recall that last week, or about 10 days ago, 3 senators from the PDP from Jigawa State defected to the ruling All Progressives Congress. Now, Barrister, let's interrogate the comments of the president. How presidential is that comment?
In fact,
for the president to say, look, that the opposition parties, all of them, including the yet to be formed mega party, all of them are dead. How presidential is that statement? Should that statement come from the president?
NBC, you can see what we are talking about. NBC, you didn't hear that, Abi? I was thinking by now somebody would have raised hell about that statement from a president. Remember, it was equally a statement by Buhari one time ago that made Twitter, now X, to shut down his social media. Is that not true? Something he said about the Easterners and all that. That is where things are being interrogated properly, where decency is allowed. But in Nigeria, with what Tinubu is doing now, you can see that opposition is dead. In fact, you have forgotten, he added that there is nothing wrong in Nigeria becoming a one-party state. He added it to it.
But Barrister, don't you think that the president has a point when he says, look, there is freedom of movement provided in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That people are free to move to wherever they want.
That is, oh no, please.
No, that's what the president said. It's not me.
Hold on. What he said, no. You know Tinubu is good at saying one thing and doing another thing. Double standard. This is not freedom of movement at all. When you are being coerced, Mr. Okoro, like that of River State, when you are being coerced, when you are being intimidated, when you are being stampeded to move to wherever, is that freedom? That's not freedom. These are things you must do willingly, with your mind and your head intact. All this thing that he's saying that they are dead, this and that what is left in those are just empty vessels. What does that tell you? It means that they have been working on these other people that came over to them. You heard him now, that they have discussed with the important personalities there, and they have joined them. So the other one that they couldn't talk to are empty vessels. So with that statement, are you not convinced now that the Tinubu and the APC, they are behind what is happening in opposition parties? Nigerians, you can see. So tomorrow, don't come and blame the opposition that these are, no.
Okay,
now,
Barrister,
some of them that have cases, instead of allowing EFCC to do their job, they have promised them safe landing, that because they are coming to APC, all their sins are forgiven. So, is that democracy? Nigerians, is that democracy? I'm talking of a man who professed to be a Democrat.
Barrister, would it have made a difference if this statement came from the national chairman of the party, of the APC, than from the president? I want us to, because the moment he becomes president, it's more like a nationalist, a statesman.
In fact,
so should he have, if it were the national chairman of the party that made the statement, will you consider it as grievous as coming from the president?
Of course, the national chairman is doing his job.
Okay.
He can say whatever. After all, he was one telling you that they have captured this state. They will capture the other one. When he said all those things, he didn't make any buzz now. But for a president to come out and he even said that they should sweep, all those statements, they should sweep them into APC. What type of nonsense is this for Mr. Okoro? When did our democracy become this raw? I mean, raw. For a president to come out and be making this type of thing and nobody have asked him, Mr. President, what are you doing? Are you sure you are the president or you are a party whatever? You can just imagine all the statements, and I'm sure his supporters will not say anything wrong in all these statements. By the time we pick it up now and begin to dissect and analyze it, they say, you are insulting the president. Mr. Okoro, that's the next thing you will hear. You are insulting the president. As if the president have the right to insult the whole Nigerians. Because he's the president. You can see the statement coming out from a man who claimed to be leader of a country. Just imagine the import and the implication of this statement. And yet, NBC kept quiet, they will not talk. NBC kept quiet. I thought hate speech is still not allowed in Nigeria. There is a place for hate speech in Nigeria, and you deserve sanction whenever you cross the red line.
But Barrister, does that constitute hate speech?
Is that what?
Does it constitute hate speech?
If it does not constitute hate speech, then tell me what is hate speech. When you are telling me that members of a political party are empty vessels, that they are dead. Hold on, no. What if that is not hate speech? Then tell me what is hate speech. Members of a opposition political party.
Is it going to lend anybody to attack or?
To attack what?
Is it going to lend anybody to attack?
Why will you attack?
I want us to explore the why you said it's hate speech. Hate speech is something, if you say something that puts another person in harm's way. So what the president has clearly said.
No. It's not only to put you in harm's way. Something that demean you. Something that reduces your worth. Okay. Something that has made you look irrelevant. By using your mouth to, verbal assault. It's not only physical assault that you can go to court. You can go to court because of verbal assault. Barrister,
okay, away from that, the president said something, The president said even the new party that they are planning, in apparent reference to Atiku, Obi, El-Rufai, Amechi, Fayemi, and all those people, that have gathered to wrest power from him. The president said even that mega party is dead.
It's a lie.
So Do you think that is there something the president is seeing that we are not seeing? Because apparently there are roadblocks. You know, there are roadblocks within the, you know, in the parties also, the individuals involved also accept that, look, that there are things that they need to do, you know, to grow beyond where they are now. Well, and I ask you, Barrister, the first thing to ask is, who is going to fly the flag of the party in 2027?
They are still talking now. You still have 2 years to 2027 now. They are still talking, Mr. Okoro. They are still talking. At least there is a coalition going on. It's not as if everybody just kept quiet. There's a coalition going on. And I don't believe that they are dead on arrival. It's not possible. It's not. Look, let me advise Tinubu and APC. They better allow a opposition party to thrive in Nigeria. If not, at the end of the day, when this thing will happen, even though APC and what, there will not be any party again in Nigeria. Hold on. I am telling you authoritatively. If APC does not allow opposition party to exist in Nigeria, at the end of the day, when the chiefs are done, there may be no party in Nigeria again. That's the truth. Because this type of nothing cannot continue under our watch.
Barrister, why is it always convenient, you know, for people, Nigerians, analysts, to blame the ruling party for the problem within the opposition?
Because you can see what they are doing.
What is that?
Hold on. Mr. Okoro, you and I saw how PDP nurtured and groomed APC, allowed them to exist without harassing them, without intimidating them, without stampeding them, without even inducing their members to come to the. And you saw it now.
Barrister, has the APC harassed anybody in the party?
Oh, really? With this thing that Tinubu is doing now, what
is he doing, Barrister?
What is he doing by inducing people to come to them, Abi?
Is he inducing people?
He's inducing people.
The president also said that people are living on their own violation.
No, he's saying it. He's saying it just to deceive the public, but behind closed doors, we know what is going on. All of them are being intimidated, especially those of them that have cases with EFCC. Can't you see that they are dead, that their cases are dead, and these are part of the whatever? Is that how to groom a democracy? Tell me that these people are not being induced by something, one thing or the other. Tell me. You mean they just left the PDP to go and join APC for nothing? Was that how APC came into existence? I mean, Nigerians, you people should be watching what is going on, because tomorrow now they will come and tell you, after all, it's a democracy. What is democracy here? Tell me what is democracy. I have told you here. History does not repeat history. It is men that repeat history. History is there to teach you a lesson. But most times, Mr. Okoro, people don't learn from history. They go and repeat it, thinking that nothing will happen. Go and check all the other people who said nothing will happen.
All right, Barrister, when the APC dismisses the mega coalition, are they just doing it because they are jittery or what?
Of course.
Okay, you know why I asked this question? Why I asked this question is, if Atiku is leaving PDP, he is most likely taking a chunk of the PDP. If El-Rufai has left, of course, he has his loyalists within the APC.
Yeah, you can bring them into the
and
new
Peter Obi is coming with
people from the Labour Party.
People from Labour Party, the obedient movement, and other people, you know, and mass. Now, let's even look at the option of the ADC. A lot of people don't know that ADC contested Pat Utomi ran on the platform of the ADC in 2007.
Exactly.
And he placed fourth position in the presidential election. So in 2009, another person from ADC ran and came 8th. In 2019, Obedia ran and took 5th position. So currently, as we speak, they have members in the House of National Assembly.
Exactly.
So basically, they already have a structure.
Exactly.
So does it look like what happened in 2015 is trying to repeat itself, where the APC took a chunk of the PDP, what they call the NPDP, dumped it within the APC? And all of
yes.
Does it look like that is going to repeat itself?
Did I not tell you here?
So when APC dismisses it, does it look like they are doing that in boldface or because they are jittery?
No, they are trying to console it because they know what is going on. Why do you think they are harassing all the members of this coalition? For example, Pat Utomi is now facing a court case.
Barrister, is that harassment?
Over shadow government.
Shadow government. Barrister, is that harassment?
It is more than harassment.
So whenever you go to court to defend somebody, the person has been harassed?
No. Mr. Okoro, that particular issue is not what going to court for. It's not. Because I didn't see anything that Pat Utomi have done wrong. I did not see.
No, they say he's trying to cause disaffection within the police, and that more people are likely to join him if they don't stop him.
No, you see,
that he was trying to create tension within society.
You mean the tension that APC have already created with his governor, with his rule, is not enough, Abi? Who are taking them to court for what they are doing to Nigerians? Nobody. So anybody that cough now, APC will become G3. That's what is going on. I have told you here that Tinubu cannot manage what is. You see, don't create a problem you cannot solve. That's the only advice I give Tinubu. By not allowing opposition to thrive, I mean, by creating all this tension all over the place, are you telling me that Tinubu will manage it when the things are done?
Barrister, we are out of time. Let me ask you this last question. Barrister, from the policies of this administration, perhaps by 2026, by the end of next year, there are changes in the economy. I mean, you're able to buy fuel at the price of 200 and naira. Naira to dollar exchange rate comes down to like 700 or even 500 naira. And there is improvement in power supply. Hospitals are working and all of that. Will you have any reason not to vote for the APC?
I will see that them because I know it is artificial. Mr. Okoro, I have already predicted it as far back as 2024. That by 2026, they are going to release all the money, all the food. In fact, the dollar may even be sold for $1 to 200 naira. Fuel may be maybe 300 naira to per liter.
Okay, more like a stopgap measure to confuse people.
Good.
So, Barrister, if they can adopt that stopgap measure, why don't they make it long term?
That's what they
No, I'm asking you. If it's possible that they can adopt stopgap measure to flood the country with food, reduce the price of fuel, reduce the naira to dollar exchange rate, why not make it permanent?
All the money that have been extorted from you and I, from different sources, that is the time they will release it to go and import all these things and make you look as if, yes, the policies are yielding fruit. And we are telling our people to be wary. I am telling you, the Nigerians watch it. This is what they are going to use to deceive you by 2026 and make you believe that things are working. No, you and I know that it is artificial. It is the money that have been taken from you. They are selling it for election.
All right, Barrister,
so if you allow yourself to be deceived, I will tell you, sorry at the end of the day, because I know it is not real. Because for you to say that those things is real, we must see the foundation. The farmer must have gone to their farm. Is that not true? So that you know that, yes, we have a source of food supply. But when you have food all over the place and farmers are not in their farmland, then would you ask yourself, where is this food coming from now? Where is it coming from?
Barrister,
they imported it.
All right, Barrister, I'll take that as a concluding thought. This is where we wrap up this conversation. As we're speaking with Barrister Darlington Umoh, a lawyer and VOP in-house analyst. Barrister, thanks for coming. We appreciate your presence on Political Lens. And do have a wonderful weekend. I hope to see you again on Monday.
No problem.
All right then. On behalf of the backroom staff, I am Chukwuma Okoro. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And up next is Issues with Jerry Apollo High. Stay with us and don't go away.